Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. This is indeed going to be a daily challenge. This is the September, well, technically the September 15th daily because they do run on British Standard Time, I think. Like, they roll over at the same time that time rolls over essentially at the international date line, at least as far as I know. So this being said, I'm playing as Pirate Lady. Runs are going to be uploaded a little bit out of order because I'd like to get the daily challenges out as soon as possible relative to the actual day that the daily challenge was. Otherwise, you know, they're not really fresh in your mind. And who wants to watch a daily challenge, you know, like 8 days after it's already happened? The answer is probably a lot of people, but I think it is better to put out these daily challenge videos close to the time when they're up, maybe a day or two later, just due to the virtue of the backlog and the kind of crazy number of series and projects I'm working on right now. In any case, it's all irrelevant. But I'm playing as Pirate Lady. Did absolutely terrible as her last time I played. Or how did I? I'm always confused when I hit myself with a rock. I'm like, I guess I threw it and then turned around somehow in midair, and as a result now find myself the unhappiest man in all of Spelunky Town. But, you know, losing 1 health is not the end of the world at all when it comes to playing Spelunky, but jumping on those spikes absolutely would have been. But here we are, little adrenaline rush. Smart idea. You know, not necessarily the worst thing in the world to get a little bit of adrenaline when you're playing Spelunky, because now I feel like I'll be a little bit more prudent in the future, and I probably shouldn't have even said that, because now I'll probably kill myself in a hilarious way. I don't believe in superstition necessarily, but Spelunky just seems to work like that sometimes. Okay, we got Spike Shoes. It's the best crate we've gotten so far out of the 3 for sure. There's more over here, right? Like one more crate? There is, as well as Monty, which is obviously a no-brainer. Let's take this down here just so we don't get accidentally juggled by the chest falling, followed by some, like a live bomb coming out or something like that. And we'll take Monty to the exit. And, you know, all things considered, 7 bombs, 10 ropes, 12,000 gold, and Spike Shoes. And I only hurt myself in the dumbest way possible. But apart from that, very, very good floor. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to make some good stuff happen on the last daily challenge, which should have gone up before this one. It went all right. I died, which is the way that, you know, probably 90% of my daily challenge runs, and sometimes I do end up beating Olmec, or Yama even. There is a jetpack in the shop. I want to mention that before I, you know, forget about it. Oh man, that is so lucky. So we're just going to be able to, we're not quite able to just buy it straight away. That's okay, because I might want to, you know, buy a Matic as well. I can't really justify killing that. Yeah, I don't want to buy everything in here, but you know, that would be a good shopkeeper to kill, I suppose. But I can't really justify trying to kill that spider, because it would almost certainly anger the shopkeeper. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is really risky. I'm gonna trigger him, and then I'm gonna try to get him to come out here. And I can, of course. This is so risky, and I feel like an idiot even suggesting it, but because I have the Spike Shoes, that was actually totally possible. Okay. Now, easiest chest plus key combination in history. Now, I just want to get us enough gold to get the Matic, and I know it seems like, you know, that's kind of a weird purchase to make to some of you, maybe, but it's a very, very, very smart purchase to make. All told, I'd have to use 2 bombs to get in this way. I have to use 2 bombs to get in this way. All right, well, 2 bombs it is then. I guess we'll do it this way. This will give us enough gold to get the Matic. By virtue of the Matic and the... There was a better place for that bomb. But by virtue of the Matic as well as the Ujat Eye, there's no question that I'll be able to get to 50,000 by the Ankh in a legitimate fashion. Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit short on bombs. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up some more of those later. We might even be able to get enough gold to buy a bomb box on this floor. It's just kind of unlikely because the ghost is going to come any second now. Bomb box would still be a good pickup, though. We would be able to make our money back almost certainly. There's a chance we couldn't, but it's fairly unlikely. That'll just get that out of the way so we can come down here and mine a little bit more. Yes, I realize that there is a freely available Monty that I should probably get to before I get too ahead of myself. And we are going to be able to get to 10,000 by the end of this floor. Oh, it's risky because the ghost has got to be so close. But let's come back up here and buy this bomb box. Give us another 12 bombs. And then get the fuck out of there and never return. So we're leaving with 600 gold. But also a Matic, 17 bombs, jetpack, 9 ropes, 5 health, and the Ujat Eye. Hopefully there's going to be a snake pit so I can get like a double Matic situation. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just triggering some arrow traps to avoid... absolutely screwing myself later. Oh, come on. That didn't fall off. Thought it might kill that dude as well, actually. With spike shoes, we can just kill that guy instantly. Probably our next priority, and this does hinge on the random number generator to a certain extent, but is going to be the Kapala, if possible. If not, you know, there's a lot of good items that I would love to have, but as is right now, very pleased with our progress so far. Snake is a real issue, which we will take care of accordingly. We'll just fly over him for now and then land on top of him. Arrow trap is already fired, of course, because there is a dude down there. Haven't been a lot of gems on this floor so far. That's the disconcerting part. I did spend like 30,000 gold on the last floor, so I'm trying pretty desperately to make some of that back here. I mean, the easiest way to make, well, the fastest way to make money is obviously to ghost, but that doesn't really apply because, you know, if you want to, why am I wanting to make money to buy the Ankh legitimately if I'm just going to ghost instead? Also, I'm not comfortable with that just because I'm mad because I'm bad, basically, if you want to put it in the parlance of our times. Now, still pretty poor from a gold standpoint. The good news is, should be able to spend a lot of time kind of buffing myself up a little bit here. If we even get to 35,000, well, the the Matic is still active. I'd be reasonably pleased about that. Thrilled might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but pleased. It's looking like we're definitely going to get over 20. Next milestone will be like 25, and then hopefully we'll be able to make some progress from there. That actually worked, which was unexpected. All right, that was the luckiest Matic I've ever used in my entire life. Managed to kill that spider as it was falling down on us. There's like 25, more or less. That ruby's in a risky place, which is why I'm not getting it. Now, where is Monty? How much have I missed? I should not have just jumped over those spikes. We are alive, though. Do I deserve to be? I don't know. It sounds like a question for Eddie Vedder, doesn't it? Here's the real question. Nah, none of this is worth it. I should just get out of here. I shouldn't have come back up here in the first place, honestly. It's kind of a powder keg of despair. Here comes our ghost. Monty remains a mystery wrapped in an enigma. But our exit is over here, so that's good. 25,000. We essentially got all 25,000 of that on this floor. Obviously, one more floor like that means we are good to go when it comes to picking up the Ankh at full legitimate price. Every extra 1,000 gold we get takes us incrementally closer to being there. It's not to say we can't make it if we somehow don't get to 50,000 before we finish this floor. In fact, it's pretty likely we'd be able to do it regardless. Just because... Is there a way in here? Of course there is. It's pretty likely we'd be able to do it regardless. Ooh, I don't like this at all. You know what, Monty? You stay here for now. I'll come pick you up at the end of this floor. And the reason I say that, no spikes. A little bit of an arrow trap, but that's okay. Ooh, there's an altar down here. Okay. Play it cool for a second. We got some funky stuff to get done. First things first, let's destroy that. That worried me quite a great deal, actually. Ah, no! Okay. So the Matic is broken. I am going to free this ruby from his corporeal prison and then sacrifice Monty down here. We did get roughly to 35,000. More or less my... The spot that I consider like my break-even point. With 19 bombs, we can, you know, fudge the numbers a little bit. And we should be able to get to 50,000 by the time we're on the jungle. Or at the very least, by the time that it would matter. Like, by the time we find the black market. That worked exactly as planned. Now we'll just get in, get out. Fuck the rest of that scorpion's life. See if I care. Now, we've already sacrificed Monty, so we just... play our cards right. We're fine. Like, there's really no serious problems awaiting us, it seems. We're a little bit lower on health than I'd like to be, but still better than average, I would say, by this point. We have a jetpack and nearly 50,000, which is a very good setup for getting to hell. Obviously. That should go without saying, I guess. Definitely want to take the idol, if at all possible. It's totally going to be possible. Now, the elephant in the room, I guess, is that I totally saw that there were bees on this level. We have a lot of bombs. Bombs v bees, bombs win. Also, spike shoes makes it a lot easier to kill these fuckers. But, you know, whenever possible, I just prefer not to fuck with them. But I don't think they're going to make that possible. The real danger for me... Obviously, that was bad, but the real danger for me is if I get hit by... oh, yes, yes. Oh, I didn't free the royal jelly. Maybe the game doesn't think I'm ready for that jelly. I've got news for you, game. I am ready for this jelly. Okay, now, don't get stung too much here. I predict that this is going to be a sundering point on this run. This is going to be a point where a lot of people are going to fail it just because of the bees. Alright, so the royal jelly is now available to us. That completely nullifies the amount of health that we've lost, which is great. I have not heard the blinking of the Ujed Eye. On the last run I did, I actually totally fucked it up and missed the blinking of the Ujed Eye and thus couldn't get to the black market. So I've turned my speakers up to compensate for that and hopefully... oh, it's here. But where? Fucking bee, man. Get out of that zone. we must be getting closer. As we have the spike shoes, I just want to make sure I'm dealing with this methodically. Like that, for example. There is another sacrifice zone. God fucking damn it. This is a rough spot. Just important not to lose focus here. Could it be over here more? This is fucked up. I've already spent so much time on this floor. I'm gonna throw a bomb here. I don't think it's close by. It's like equidistant from all these points. Is it in the shop? Please, my friend. Oh, it's closer to here. It must be like basically in the shop. Okay, I'm gonna put a bomb here and hopefully be able to find it a little faster. It didn't open up the shop, but it also didn't anger the shopkeeper. This is gonna anger the shopkeeper, but I got no other choice now. It didn't. Oh my god, but this next one will. I'm sorry, shopkeeper. It had to be done. And we'll leave. I have a boomerang with me. I have a feeling this is probably going to be where this run ends. The Dead or Restless level. There is, you know, potentially a small chance I could make this work. Just got to let them kill each other for a while. Hired help's on my side, right? Hey, Einstein, I'm on you. You guys play Star Fox 64? Don't even necessarily need to wait for them to kill themselves. Although they probably will. Just need to wait for them to not be able to get back up here, which is looking fairly likely. Hello, Monty. I got scared that was a shopkeeper there. And if there's an ash grave over here, color me interested. Oh, I don't like this at all. So we'll use another rope here. I'm definitely going to destroy that tiki trap. That's how I fucked up a run fairly recently. And then it's just a matter of like, well, how do we murder the shopkeeper? Let's hope he comes up here. He gets hit by one of those. Doesn't appear so. But if we do manage to kill him and then get a shotgun, which we did, then life is good. If we just hang out over here, maybe we can... Oh, man. We could just blow up the rest of this floor and then just leave. How many bombs would this take? We'd be missing out on a lot of items. I think it's almost better to just kind of hope that he gets fucked by that tiki trap. Okay, we're in an interesting position. There's no question about that. Kind of want to go at this point for like the who dares wins option, which is basically like go fucking nuts. But I also might have to deal with the ghost coming sometime soon. This guy's gonna freeze himself eventually. I don't think they're getting back up here. So at this point, I picked up some more items. How many more items are down there? Jack shit, it's hired help. Okay. So, you know what? I know this is going to cost me a lot of bombs and probably a lot of fans, but I'm going to take the pussy way out and just bomb the shit out of this area. Each one of the shopkeepers drops 2,000 gold. That's not worth dying over. And, well, you got your wish. Daily challenge with shopkeeper murder. Coming right up. This definitely means that we will be ghosting vaults. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe I'll be able to, you know, set a high score. Again, we're at roughly 10% of my high score ever right now. So there's some room to grow, shall we say. 7 health, pretty good. Onk. If we can survive long enough to sacrifice ourselves, I'll be a happy man. Never 100% sure about that. Should probably get some damsels. But, again, damsels not necessarily #1 priority. Priority might be to take those damsels into a spot where they're more easily sacrificable, which again may or may not be an actual word. still pretty good there. Frogman's trapped forever. I'm okay with that. Explosive frog, not a worry either. Guess we'll just deal with it like so. Okay, so I'm, at the very least, it's a load off my shoulders that I don't have to worry about the shopkeepers. Or I don't have to worry about the shopkeeper aggro anymore. Because it's already happened, you know? It's like, you prepare yourself for the worst case scenario. Sometimes that's something I should be very cautious about here. Here's the issue. I need to get the fuck out of there. But also, I need to figure out how I'm going to murder this shopkeeper. Oh, man. Explosive frog blew him up. But there's still music going on, which indicates to me that there's probably a vault somewhere around here. More bombs is good, because I'm going to have to come over to this general area. And if we can ghost the vault, it's like another 80,000. It's pretty good. Well, it depends. It can be like... I think it's only 50,000 technically. But you can get more than that. I guess this... should probably go through this way just so we can also get Monty if possible. And it does appear to be possible. If he blows up here, that's fine. Whatever. See if I give a shit. Yeah, he's dead. I actually kind of cared more than I thought I would. Monty! Okay, this is a very skillful maneuver has to happen here. Oh no! Shopkeeper, how did you get that? You're not supposed to be allowed near guns, Dad? Okay, so we'll just... standard shopkeeper protocol. Good, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Okay, now we wait for the ghost to come up this way, and we should probably bomb our way into an escape route. And this is going to have to be fast. Doesn't have to be, I can maneuver a little bit, but we should put like a bomb here. Probably murder this man in the interim. And a bomb here. What this will allow me to do is actually get in and out of this area. And oh, okay, good. So the ghost is going to come down this way. I don't think I can platform that way without actually getting the gems, so hopefully I can still make this happen. Dying to the ghost would obviously be the most disappointing thing right now. How am I gonna fucking do this? Don't accidentally get the gems. Just kind of get close to him. Alright, just trying to think about how we want to do this. How we can do this, really. That's why vaulting or ghosting can sometimes be a little tricky, because, unfortunately, I just picked up a bunch of gems, didn't I? Get low! Oh, fuck me. How am I going to do this? Maybe I should just pick up the gems and get the hell out of there. It's like half price, though. Less than half price. Half value, I guess, in this case. Pick up the gold, that's fine. And then maybe we'll just leave quickly. This is infuriating situation. Probably I need to go like further to the left is the issue. So we'll just come over this way. And I might be able to swing it like so. We'll just keep like ferrying the ghost back and forth here. Well, you know, never let anyone tell you ghosting isn't interesting. I think I picked up some gold there. That's okay. And then how do we do this? I think we let the ghost come like pretty far this way. I've already probably like ruined most of my ghosting potential just by taking 90% of the gems. Oh, ghost decided to come through this way instead. That's excellent. Gotta make sure we leave ourselves an escape route, which is the hard part here. Alright. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to ghost with you again. And there's probably like 3 gems in here. I'm risking my life for like 20 grand. In fact, you know, I'm just gonna pick up that sapphire, because fuck that sapphire. Okay, there we go. So it cost us 20 bombs, but we're gonna pick up a few thousand gold here. Never fear. So we could go over top of this ghost. That's Scary Town, USA, though, so instead we're just gonna come around this way. I'm probably the worst ghoster in the world, as you're realizing now, but... Oh, actually, we got 73,000 there. That's actually surprisingly solid. And, of course, every shopkeeper, if he has bomb boxes, we're going to be getting the F out of those. That was only, like the 3rd floor of the jungle. Already, like, the best daily challenge score I've had recently, just because I am so wary about killing shopkeepers most of the time. Oh, man. There were no spikes down there, so it wasn't, like, life or death, but that still could have gone way worse than it actually did. Oh, okay. Monkeys. Monkey see, monkey die. That would be a great name for a Planet of the Apes movie. Now, a lot of potential pitfalls that you're probably noticing right now. Here's a... That could have been terrible. Here's a question. What's up there? There's an idol. Is that worth my money? Well, if I'm going for a high score, I'll bomb into it anyway. You'll pay for your crimes. That's, yeah, to be expected, right? I think we've already gone through this, Shopkeeper. I guess if I went through on the top, I would have only had to waste one bomb, but what's done is done. Oh no, the rest of the floor is falling away from underneath me. Okay, so, Snail Man, come together with your hands. Save me. I will shoot you with my glands? That's not really what I wanted to say there. How am I going to get down here to take care of the Snail City? I guess I'm going to use a bomb and then fall straight down. That was probably my window. I'm using far, far too many bombs and I know it. But I'm also very wary. Are there two snails? No, there's one snail. I'm very wary about the ghost showing up. It's basically my thinking right now. Shopkeeper does not exist here? He's been killed. Okay. That's good news for everybody involved with this project. He was kind of a real asshole about things sometimes. We're up to 171,000. The real problem with the Shopkeeper killing run is that you gotta know that it could end at any point. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go down to the ice caves. Ghosting in the ice caves is basically the easiest thing in the world. You just bomb a hole into the vault and then wait for the Shopkeeper to fall down. Same thing with just vanilla Shopkeepers down here. Probably my next priority, and I've been saying this for fucking ever. Oh, he lives. He lives. He lives. Oh, man. Quite a drop there, but we're still alive. I also see some gold that the shopkeepers typically drop, but I might have just gotten that myself. All right, so I think I got thrown there. That's what happened. That's okay. We're still alive, and that's, you know, pretty nice. I'm not going to take my time to ghost every single gem in the ice caves. That's probably how you get a really nice score, but it's also how you fucking ruin your quality of life and end up committing suicide at the ripe old age or young age of however old I am. I see a shopkeeper. That is true. I see a shopkeeper. How about you? We'll blow up that shopkeeper. What do you say? We'll blow up that shopkeeper. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, that could be... It would have been good. Instead, alright, that's obviously... It's got it sorted out now. Now, the shotgun is gone forever. Monty lives. I'm just going to go back to the top to see if my shotgun ended up falling anywhere useful. But yes, my priority, as I was mentioning before, hell itself began, is getting this Kapala, finally, if I can. Please tell me there's also a shopkeeper with some bombs at some point in the near future. The frustrating thing about falling with the jetpack is, like, if I could just hit the A button, I could save myself, but you don't actually start to recover until you're, you know, back on solid ground. So we're almost over 200,000. That's pretty exciting. The floor is the floor was very easy, and it's not necessarily terrible that I don't have the shotgun, because obviously we would lose it when we sacrificed ourselves anyway. We're gonna have to. Oh, this is our sacrifice floor too. We're gonna have to get another weapon at some point, because taking out shopkeepers is a nightmare without them. And we are, you know, we've been rolling on bombs for a while, but we can't rely on that forever. I mean, we probably will end up relying on it for quite some time, though, so apologies for perhaps being a little bit misleading. But every 3 bombs that we get in a crate is essentially, you know, at least one shopkeeper killed if things go right. Parachute could have saved my life when I got hit there, but it turns out I didn't need my life saved, thankfully. Check down here for shopkeepers. The idol is great. Basically, I'm looking for everything of value. I don't even need to... Here's the thing. If I die now, it's basically just like I've lost a couple health. So I don't necessarily... I've lost 1 health. So I didn't necessarily want to waste any bombs killing this shopkeeper, because if he kills me, I just respawn in the cool zone anyway. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Wherever I am, that's where the cool zone is. So we're going to definitely take 15,000 free gold. Probably gearing up for a pretty good leaderboard score, considering this is, you know, like less than an hour. Just a little bit over an hour after the challenge went live in the first place. Every gold bar that we get represents maybe another leaderboard position. Who knows? So we have an uncharacteristically high leaderboard position is what I'm getting at here. How did I get hit there? Weird. Let's kill ourselves. It's got to be done. We might as well not waste too much more time worrying about it. I like my parachute went, and I must have hit the A button like right after. The UFO can't shoot the statue, right? Totally can. All right, but it doesn't do anything. It's made out of obsidian. So this will be the third level of the ice caves now. I sense a psychic presence. That is a free jetpack. Thankfully, we already have a free jetpack, so I do not need to worry at all about fucking around with psychic octopus from hell. It's the sequel to Biker Mice from Mars. Still very much in the market for not only a Monty, but also an altar and also a weapon. And also more bombs. So there's Monty, step 1. A compass would also be like super nice. Seems our shopkeeper is just falling off the edge. That sorted itself out pretty quickly, I guess. Now, I kind of just want to get the fuck out of here. I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. I didn't see a vault. If there was a vault, I would have effed around with it. Thankfully, didn't have to worry about it. I hope there's a vault on this one. And it feels like the 4th of July. So we've got our mothership level. Oh, the Vault of the Century. I like it. So, how are we going to get this crate? That's a very good question. I'm thinking we'll probably do one of these. We'll, like, open this dude's life up. We'll open his eyes, a whole new world, etc., etc. And in getting out, he's just going to open up this land for me. It's going to cost me another bomb. I'm assuming he's just going to fall to his death. That chest could have killed me, probably. Monty. No, Monty! I'm sorry, Monty. I'll see you later. I'm in the same land as the shopkeeper right now. Matic! That's, like, absolutely beautiful, actually. And I'll tell you why. Because I had to mine my way down here and open up this chest without actually getting the gems contained inside. The other thing I should probably do is to make sure that we're going to get a good ghosting here. I'm just going to make sure I can kind of escape over here. Apart from that, we will obviously use our Matic to free some gems. By freeing these gems... sorry you died, Monty. That sucks. By freeing these gems, I will open up some more ghosting opportunities for myself. Just got to itch my nose. Probably shouldn't do that. The ghost could be coming. And obviously... at one point, we had a shopkeeper. Of course, there's an altar here. At one point, there was a shopkeeper. We have multiple Matics now, which is kind of cool. But keep in mind that you can't actually take, like, a Matic down to... Oh, I just picked up the gems like an idiot. Keep in mind, you can't actually take a Matic down to the City of Gold unless you have hired help with you. Difficult to manage. So, we can definitely take the Matic for the next level or so, though. Pick it up if necessary. And we have a weapon in the form of a freeze ray, which I should not leave behind, but may end up accidentally doing. But I think there should be enough potential corpses here, especially now that that guy's no longer on a jump pad, to possibly get the Kapala. Just need to make sure I don't accidentally anger Kali, which is totally within the realm of possibility. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we're free to go. Okay, so we have our Matic. We'll take the freeze ray before we leave. And I'm excited for this ghosting potential. More gems somewhere, please. Shopkeeper's kill. Oh, never mind. We don't need the freeze ray. We have the shotgun. Shaping up to be a very good run so far. Outrun the clock. Okay. So the ghost is going to be... I hate myself. Get up, get up, get up, Rock. Okay. That was unbelievably frightening. Now we just need to get the ghost in a position where we can assume, reasonably speaking, that he will hit these gems. That's going to be easy. Then we'll cycle around. We'll pick up the gems. Bob's your uncle. We got a good score. Okay, was this the right way to go? Fuck. Getting him to ghost that emerald would have given me an extra 3,800 gold. Cry me a fucking river. We're going to come back up here. Might have been a little premature. No, there we go. Another 70,000, so we're up to 322. And I don't want any other items here. Yeah, freeze ray would be cool, but I prefer the shotgun. I know it kills Anubis in one hit with the freeze ray, but so be it. We're only using this for one floor. I'm more familiar with the shotgun. It's got a much greater range. Down to the temple. You hear prayers to Kali. You'll pay for your crimes, okay? So far, so good. Yeah, that sounds just about right, doesn't it? We have to... The only thing we really need to be super concerned about here is, well, okay, A, those, like, donuts hitting us, but B, I was also worried about the mummy accidentally, well, not accidentally, but being accidentally hit by the mummy in his weird little zone. Okay, so I'm very happy with this run so far. Obviously, we have, like, some of the best items in the game. I was just checking to see if there was a vault over here. There is a Monty as well as an altar, which is... Oh, God, okay. That's how I died very recently. One of these days, I will master hitting those guys. Apparently, today is not that day. There we go. Very, like, bad play on this floor. Don't get me wrong. I know. Now, just come down a little bit. At this point, I understand there's a lot of gold to be earned, but whenever I get to this point, for me, it's almost just more about survival. So make sure we fall on him. We got health recently, but... Oh, I didn't even see that skeleton. He was behind the pillar. That's fucking BS is what that is. Throw a rope up here. We got 16 to spare, so... I can't believe that he landed on top of me. Please tell me that I come back to life before he does. Okay, so probably some of the worst damage I've ever taken in, like, my entire life. But we're free to go. Oh, there's so many rubies at the bottom here. I didn't even know. These are... I could probably make better use of some of these bombs than bombs on the City of Gold. And this might actually make it possible to get the idol as well, but I don't like to F around with that Prayers to Kali type level. It scares the shit out of me. So each one of these bombs is worth like 7,400. That's a pretty good payout. Yeah. Good. If we can find a vault at some point, we're going to be... Oh, we won't find a vault unless it's on the next level and we choose to stay, because we'll be going to the City of Gold, basically, as soon as that possibility presents itself. Swamp Town can basically S on my D. Sorry, Swamp Town, USA. I forgot about my typical naming convention. Now, let's get that done. Beautiful. Just trying to see if there's anything of value up here. Now, you know what? We're going to the City of Gold. Fuck everything else. It's definitely in our best interest to get this done as soon as possible. So, this guy's standing still. I shouldn't be able to fuck this one up. A couple shopkeepers are mad at me. What else is new, right? I'm not really looking to take Monty to the exit. In fact, I'm just going to start whipping him right off the bat because I'm so close to getting one more health. There we go. And then I'll leave him here, and if it's possible to take him out, I shouldn't say possible. If it's easy to take him out, I will. But it probably won't be. So, I'm not going to. If I had to guess. Anyway. Oh, good. These arrow traps have already gone. Scarab still alive. Most important part of that whole ordeal there. Why did I do that, you ask? You know, why do we fall down, Master Wayne? It's a question that nobody knows the answer to. Now, I've very nearly died, like, a lot over the course of this run. And believe me when I say that I'm conscious of that fact. You know, I don't think that I've played an amazing game of Spelunky here. But I'm the one with the gun, so... Good, that arrow trap's already gone. And why don't we come down here to Swamp City, USA, and blow this up here. Obviously, number one priority is getting the Necronomicon. Beyond that, though, would love to use some of these bombs to effectively pick up a decent amount of health. And if I could ghost down here, I mean, it's obviously a scary situation. I've already talked about the population of thwomps in this part of the United States, but how did you get up there? That's an interesting question for someone much smarter than myself. Has this fired? Yes. Don't accidentally knock yourself into the tiki trap. That would have been disappointing. Now, lots of delicious gold available for us here. An exit as well. Almost as delicious as all of the gold. Now, Anubis can travel through walls, which means we just want to make sure we're safe. Sorry, Anubis 2 can travel through walls, which means we just wanted to, like, guarantee our own safety. This way. And I'm going to check out this side of the map, however, briefly. Lots of gold, and primarily those mummies, by killing them, to make some very good stuff happen. At this point, it's definitely in my top 10 daily challenges in terms of score, which is great because that factors into my average now. So with that being said, this should improve my overall standing in the like top 10. Well, I'm not in the top 10. I was in the top 100 last time I checked, but top 10 might be a little bit. Oh, terrible chill runs up your spine. That's our cue to get the hell out of here. Luckily, the ghost must have come through on the other side, and we'll just leave. We have 420 Blaze It 1,000 going into the Olmec fight. Enough bombs to make the Olmec fight a breeze. No weapon, but we could possibly snag one. And we'll definitely get one from a shopkeeper. You know, this is not going to be a 1 million plus run. But why wasn't I able to get a shotgun on that last floor? That's a question for the ages, isn't it? I'll be able to get that gem for sure. More ropes, not necessarily the most valuable item for us at this point. No ghost on the Olmec fight, so I don't really have to be too concerned about the resource use right here. I can just pick it all up straight away. More bomb. Pitcher's Mitt is actually kind of nice, but I'm a little incredulous that I have not picked up a single bomb on all of this. Kind of surprising. Miniature ruby awaits for me here. Now, blood is maybe our most important resource. Necronomicon is going to start numbing like right around here. So if I can just play my cards right, I should be able to open up a nice little kind of like wide swath and then use a couple of bombs to just sort it out. He's not summoning any more enemies. I'm not complaining. Good. We've opened up a nice little area there already. So let's get him to clear out, and then we'll figure out the bottom of this level for ourselves, and then try to get him to fall accordingly. So, it's roughly like straight down here. So just get him to come over here first, and then with climbing gloves, I should just be able to hang out like right on the side of his face. And in doing so, we're gonna look for like right here, basically. That was frightening. Very scary. Too Spooky September continues. I know the Olmec trick. Don't get me wrong. I know the Olmec trick. I've just got to actually execute it. So we're going to wait till he gets down like over here. Yeah. And then we'll get on the side of his face. And it'll be just super... There we go. So we're going to hang out like right here. The problem is when he summons enemies, like so, or when he crushes me on the side. Obviously that's also one of the more undesirable outcomes possible. So, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Probably the slowest Olmec fighter in all of the land. That's okay. We'll just take it one swing at a time. And I would love for him to not actually create... or I would love for him to not create any more enemies, I guess is what I'm getting at. So let's hang out on Olmec's shoulder here. Just get him to make a little bit more of a wider swath, I guess. That was scary. I always worry that Olmec's just going to kill you as soon as you get started here. Okay, so here's how we could do this. One of these days I will figure out, like, I know the Olmec strategy. One of these days I'll figure out how to actually do it reliably. I don't like that position of that bomb, but it will allow him to actually climb the wall here. Which is good. I only need to save... I mean, I want to save as many bombs as is possible for hell. But, you know, the most important thing... Monkey, don't do this. The most important thing is just getting to hell. As my ex-wife always told me. It's a joke I always want to tell, but without an ex-wife, it's a little tricky. But it makes you feel like a grizzled old veteran of planet Earth, doesn't it? Sounds like my ex-wife. Grizzled old old? But I'm trying here. Cut me some slack. All right. Monkey see, monkey die. I still like that catchphrase. If you don't, I apologize, because that's going to be sticking around for a while. Now, we want Olmec to come down this way. It's going to be a little bit of a stress. Oh, God, climbing gloves. I'm sorry. Climbing gloves caused me to stick to the wall when I was trying to platform around it. That's fine. Should have used bombs. 17th in the world right now. Pretty good. 443,000. Better than average for me. Let's go to... see if I know anybody up on the top of the list so far. Again, it is still super early. I don't recognize any of the names. Some seriously good scores, though. Wasn't a really super difficult challenge run, it seemed. Let's go daily top 10, or daily all-time. I'm in 114th. People keep passing me. I gotta play more often. That was barely higher than average, but, you know, I can see the details of my score. So, yeah, every run that I get that's over 231,000 is a success in my books. Again, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a good time on your daily challenge as well, if you've been playing them through yourselves. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving your support in the form of a like. It makes a major, major difference in how fast fast I can proliferate throughout YouTube and the reach which my terrible videos have, and that means a whole lot to me. Also, feel free to leave comments telling me what I did wrong. I think that part's pretty obvious. Or what I could do better. Also, pretty obvious. And again, consider subscribing if you want to see more Spelunky basically every day, sometimes multiple times per day. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.